Hello viewers, this is Gohar Wani and you are watching Cricket Ramhal. Today in this special program, I have with me topmost English commentator of the Valley and a cricket analyst, Mr. Irshad Payer. In this special program, we will discuss the latest verdict given by Honorable Court on JKCA. Mr. Irshad, I welcome you in my
Thank you
program.
very much. Thank you very much for having me on this program.
There has been a lot of confusion in the minds of people as well as in the cricketers after the latest verdict given by Honorable Court on JKCA. Can you please elaborate our viewers? They will understand it in a much better way.
There is no need to have confusion and chaos about the verdict. The verdict is simple as it is. The High Court has given the verdict that they are going to discontinue the appointed CAA and the CEO. CAA, the court administered, the court appointed administrators as the court had appointed previously, and the CEO, Chief Executive Officer. Everyone knows about him. He was the former DIG of Kashmir, and he had been appointed to look after these things and to help CAA in that regard for what court had appointed them. And now their services have been discontinued, but the court has appreciated and hailed their efforts for what they did for cricket in J&K. Firstly, let me talk about that, what they did. They initiated a memorandum and they posed some rules and regulations. For that, they discontinued the erstwhile clubs which were having a monopoly in JKCA.
Exactly.
They were discontinued, and in place of them, territorial representation concept was introduced. And territorial representation concept means that district cricket associations were brought onto fore, and they were told to look after their cricketing activities in each and every district of the Valley. So this effort has been hailed by the Honorable Court, but the court has discontinued their services because the court thought that it's the right time for BCCI to intervene in the cricketing activities of JKCA, because a lot of litigations had been posed in the Honorable Court about the monopoly of the systems, about some people creating havoc in the selection process and all. Everyone of us and the cricketing arena, in the cricketing arena, everyone knows about that. So the court thought that it's the right time to discontinue their services, and they have directed the BCCI to draft a management committee to look after the cricketing activities, to look after the infrastructure, the basic infrastructure, and to give each and every facility to the players of J&K. So J&K players need not to get confused, and they need not to bother about that, because it's now in the right hands. BCCI is going to take control and regulate and administer the cricketing activities in the JK. The court has given
You mentioned the word right hands. Do you think BCCI will take care more than JKCA?
Exactly, why not? Because previously what had happened was that cricketers of the Valley, they had charged the selection. They had charged the selection committee of selection of wrong selection. So everyone was of the view that BCCI should come and intervene. So BCCI has now been directed to intervene. I think it's the right step taken by the Honorable Court, because they thought that court is not the body, the apex body, who is going to take decisions in that matter, because it's cricket relating activities, and BCCI knows how to deal with these cricket related activities.
Many people, many young cricketers relate this with Parvez Rasool or anything else. Please describe what is the relation between Parvez Rasool and this verdict? Is there any relation?
I don't think there is any relationship between Parvez Rasool and this verdict. This verdict has nothing to do with Parvez Rasool. Look, Parvez Rasool is a star of J&K, and we should respect him, because he has taken J&K cricket to new heights. You see, every one of us, whether I am a critic of Parvez Rasool or I am a supporter of Parvez Rasool, irrespective of that, if I come to the fore and I look where Parvez Rasool is standing right at the moment, so I should not relate this verdict to Parvez Rasool at all.
Mr. Irshad, you mentioned BCCI, now JKCA is in right hands. Now BCCI is going to conduct elections also. what will be the impact on JKC?
Look, BCCI is not going to conduct elections. BCCI is going to administer, regulate, and look after the elections. That will be conducted here. Yes, those, as per the elections are concerned, those will be conducted in a fair weather manner, because BCCI is the apex body who administers and
BCCI will monitor the.
Yeah, exactly. BCCI is going to monitor, and BCCI has been directed to look after each and every step that's going to take place now, from now onwards. And as per the elections are concerned, those elections will be regulated. They will be monitored by the BCCI officials, and I don't think there will be any discrepancy creeping in those elections. They will be conducted in a fair weather manner and according to the recommendations of the Lodha committee. And Lodha committee recommendations are clear. You are not going to elect any politician in cricket related or sports related activities. So the right persons are going to come to the fore, and they are going to take this JKCA administration in their right hands. And I think there's a bright future from now onwards of the cricket related activities in our UT.
Now BCCI will monitor all the election processes. New office bearers will take their seats. Do you think this will be much different than previous office bearers?
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be different because BCCI is going to take control. BCCI has now taken control according to the directions of the court. Now what will happen is that the right persons will come into the fore. The right persons will take cricket activities in their hands. And what I mean by the right persons is that former sports persons are going to come and take the control in their hands. And now each and everything will be administered and looked after by the apex body, that is the BCCI, and everyone's eyes will be on JKCA and the cricket activities related to JKCA. So I think, and I am sure about that, that it's gonna change. The system is gonna be afresh, and cricketers will have a huge sigh of relief this time.
Being a cricket analyst, what's your take on role of district cricket associations?
Yeah, I have observed the things. Role of district cricket associations, as I already told you, that it was the memorandum of CAA and the CEO, as appointed by the Honorable Court. They had opposed a memorandum, and according to the memorandum, the club system was vanished, and the role of district cricket associations was very much important, and it is going to be of immense importance from now onwards, because a district cricket association, everybody in a district, whenever you elect a district cricket association, those are the people who are closely associated with the things going on in the cricket arena of the district. And they are well aware of the fact what's the tail end, what's the current scenario and all that. So district cricket associations have done brilliantly so far, and they are going to play an important role in it. I think it was the right decision. But one thing that has to be taken care of is that whether this memorandum and the rules and regulations which were posed and which were brought to the fore by the CA, whether they are in accordance with the recommendations of the Lodha committee or not. If they are not, they are going to be discontinued. If they are, they are going to be continued. There is nothing wrong in that.
While monitoring the social media, a lot of well-known cricketers of Valley are posting against the JKCA. Why is this happening, and why these well-known cricketers, supporters of cricket are posting against? I think there must be any reason of favoritism or anything else.
Yeah. Look, criticism has to happen. If there is no criticism, how come is a governing body and a management going to excel? Criticism has to be there, but
positive
criticism has to be in a right direction. So criticism, if a person is criticizing, he should criticize in a positive way, so that the management will just excel. Management will just take right steps. But as per this criticism is concerned, what I see of this is that JKCA is having a negative role in that, because previously a lot of previous well-known cricketers of the Valley, they were of the right opinion that the selectors, they are handpicked. I don't know if they were handpicked or else, but there were something was fishy, something was behind the curtains. That's why the criticism came on the fore. But that's a right criticism. I also support that. But one more criticism that's going that people are going against Pervez Rasool. That Pervez Rasool is doing the sole things that are happening in the JKCA. Pervez Rasool is doing favoritism there. But I'm not in support of that. Nor should anybody be, because what Pervez Rasool has done, Pervez Rasool is the only cricketer from J&K who has represented India. And representing India in the current circumstances is not a joke. It's not an ordinary thing to do. Because you see Indian circuit, you see that a person like Surya Kumar Yadav is getting a match after tons and tons of runs in the domestic circuit, in the IPL. But he's getting one match, he's getting dropped. He's coming back again, he's scoring a 50 on the debut, he's scoring a 6 of the very first ball. Still he is not considered for selection. How come an ordinary person, an ordinary cricketer is going to be selected on that arena? It's going to be very tough. Look, professional cricket is not going to be easy. It's very tough. And to make yourself famous and to come to the fore and to come in the, good books of the selectors, you need to excel. You need to come to the fore. You need to beat the others. You have to be simply outstanding. That's what Pervez Rasool is.
Well-known cricketers of Valley claim that they were not considered in the trials. Do you think they have their own problems, not in the selection?
Look, one thing is clear, that there are selectors who are looking. Selectors are not ordinary people. They look what a person has. They look at the skills. They are aware of the fact. And those people who have got selected in the Mushtaq Ali Trophy, in Vijay Hazare Trophy, you saw that they excelled there. You saw people like Umran Malik coming to the fore, getting selected as a net bowler. Ordinary people are not going to get selected. He has some skill, that's why he was selected. You see people like this Hinan Nazir, scored a brilliant 100 against Chandigarh, and took the bull by hands and single-handedly won the match for his side. So people who are right, who are having the right kind of skill, having the right kind of, the script in them, they are going to get selected.
A lot of cricket lovers and sports lovers persons are watching this program. Well-known and big names of Valley are not getting selection during trials of Vijay Hazare or any other tournament. I think you have observed, being a sportsman, being a sports and a cricket analyst. What do you think? Where they lag behind? And what is your message for them?
Yeah, look, nobody lags behind. Everyone has skill, everyone has talent. But what those big names you mentioned, you mentioned that rightly, that some big names, some big chunks are not getting selected in those tournaments.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Look, I have observed one thing there, that people are just taking cricket as a joke. They have taken cricket as a joke. Cricket is not a joke. Cricket has to be taken seriously. Look, those people have to train seriously. I mentioned already that those people who want to get selected in the national arena and the international arena thereof, they need to be highly skilled. They need to be highly talented. They need to beat people like Pervez Rasool. Look, if Pervez Rasool is not getting, I was keenly observing the trials at Jammu. Look, nobody got Pervez Rasool out. Pervez Rasool was scoring, easily. He was easy on the eye, he was scoring freely. Nobody could get Pervez Rasool out. And if Pervez Rasool is criticized, if a person is criticizing Pervez Rasool, then how come he is going to get selected?
Without showing any performance.
Yeah, exactly. He has to focus on his skills, he has to train himself, he has to be the best. And the best ones are selected. Who says that those are not selected? It simply means that those people who are not making it to the selection, they lag behind. They are not.
They have their own problems.
They are not having that thing in them which Pervez Rasool has, which Umran Malik has, which Aqib Nabi has. Look, Aqib Nabi is from Baramulla and he has got selected. He is the top all-rounders of our team. So my message to all those people, all those cricketers who are yearning to get selected in the national and the tournaments thereof, they need to train well, they need to be exceptionally fit, and they need to shun Facebook. Look, what has Facebook philia is common nowadays among the players, And if a person is just watching Facebook and then criticizing a person on a mere post and like that, so he's axing his own legs. So a person has to be a cricketer. I mean, I mentioned here, a cricketer has to be, sharply focused on his cricketing talent. He needs to nurture himself, and he needs to beat the best in order to come to the fore. Simple.
Being a well-known commentator and a cricket analyst, why do you think present cricket of J&K, UT?
Look, J&K cricket is in the right hands, and BCCI is intervening now, and the elections which are to be conducted are going to be conducted in a fair weather manner. Look, a body that comes to the fore, I already mentioned that it will be a body which will be appreciated and which will do the things which will be appreciated. And cricket J&K, right at this moment, I see J&K cricket, touching the skies. Sky is the limit for them, because look, there was a time when J&K team, the national team of J&K, they were treated as minnows. When no one was, if a team's match was against J&K, they were thinking that we're going to play it against minnows. But now, what Parvez Rasool and the company has done is that J&K cricket has been taken to new levels, and now even the highly rated cricket lovers and sports persons, they're talking about JK cricket. They're talking about the players. Look, Parvez Rasool, time and again he's performing in the domestic cricket arena, and being the top rated all-rounder of the valley, top rated all-rounder of the whole country. And that's not an easy thing in the Indian domestic circuit to get awarded of. And look, one IPL boy, Abdul Samad, hitting some big chunks of the world cricket, hitting them for big sixes. That's not an easy thing. Look, and we have two more players who have got two fast bowlers, Mustafa Yusuf and Umran Malik, who have got selected as net bowlers. Look, and there is Rasik Islam. He's again in the Mumbai Indians camps, and Aqib Nabi has come to the fore. These people are going to, their future is gonna bright, and they are going to this develop by leaps and bounds. J&K cricket is going to reach new levels in the future.
During this whole conversation, what I observed, you are very much impressed by BCCI, and you are, I think, you are sporting Parvez Rasool too. Many people will think you are getting paid from Parvez Rasool. What is the actual reason that you have been, you are getting impressed by the work of Parvez Rasool?
Look, one thing is clear about that I'm a cricket commentator, and I have to be unbiased, and that's what I am. I'm unbiased. I'm unbiased. I'm not biased, and there is nothing about that. I'm getting paid by anybody and anybody or so. Look, Parvez Rasool has done those things. That's why I'm getting aligned to him. That's why I support him. I don't support him. I rate him as the highly efficient, as the highly skilled and talented persons, because he's the star. And after all, if a person is star, if a person has represented India, we have to respect him. That's what I am. I'm just respected. I'm in high respect of Parvez Rasool and what BCCI.
Being a sports analyst, being a cricket analyst and well-known commentator, give a simple message to our viewers and those cricketers who are wishing to get chance in the JKCA or Vijay Hazare Trophy or Mushtaq Ali Trophy.
My message is going to be very simple and clear for all the cricketers. That if I am appreciating and hailing the efforts of Parvez Rasool here on the sets of Cricket Ramhal, be one day there should be a day when I am going to just praise those persons as well in place of Parvez Rasool. So my message is very clear that just stay focused, focus on your game, shun this Facebook and social networking. Just stay laser focused on your game, train well, stay focused on your fitness, and simply be the best. If you have to come, and if you are wishing to get selected, if you are yearning to look and share the camps with the likes of Parvez Rasool and the company, you have to be simply the best. And being the best is not very easy. It's easier said than done. You have to you have to work very hard for that. My message is going to be that for all my listeners, all my viewers, and all the cricket lovers and the cricketers.
Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and coming here. Thank
It
you
was
so
a
much.
pleasure being on your sets and Cricket Ramhal. I also am I'm a staunch supporter of Cricket Ramhal because promoting the cricketing activities and bringing those unnamed persons to the fore. They have done exceptionally well and they are doing exceptionally well. I'm hoping for their future endeavors that I'm hoping that they will develop and they will work by leaps and bounds.
Thank you so
very
much.
much. Thank you.